derby, a female sport, an empowering sport, and the fastest growing sport in the world. But how does it affect the lives of those who take part in it? I travelled up to Northampton to meet a couple who met at roller derby, and it's changed their lives. Meet Taryn and her partner Lisa.
I found my girlfriend through roller derby. Changed my life really, in terms of I was with my husband and 2 kids, and then complete life change, and now my girlfriend and I have been together for almost 3 years.
After their derby team's incredible support and enthusiasm through a life-changing period, Taryn and Lisa felt comfortable to make the steps towards a new life.
We met at training, and things evolved from there. We started flirting with each other, we got on really well, and then I think over months we found out that we had really strong.
I think initially we made each other laugh a lot. Like, we really kind of, there was an instant kind of connection.
We still do.
But yeah, no, there was an instant connection.
Yeah.
It just, it was.
And there was a lot of, over the months when we realised, we really have strong feelings for each other, it then became quite serious because it meant a whole life change and breaking the families up and all that. So it wasn't any
with a partner. I was with a partner. So yeah, it was something we really had to have a serious kind of angle, because obviously there were children involved, other families. So absolutely, and we're very happy.
For Webb, derby provided a distraction from grief following the death of her mum.
Definitely from the beginning, it was definitely an escape from what the real world was for me. We get the personas, and for me, Embalmer was my persona, although it was various other names before that. I think Embalmer became stronger and more able to cope with things, and within that, actually myself, I enabled that to happen within myself. Well, I got diagnosed with chronic depression, and that was after my mum died. So it went undiagnosed for quite a long time because I never got around to going to the doctors, and I ended up self-harming, and it took a really good friend and a really good partner who actually said, you've got to do something about it. So I went to the doctors, got given the old spiel of going on counselling and medications and stuff, and it did all help. But he said, he gave me a gym membership, and I was like, oh right, okay, I can do that. You just go and do a few things, and I was like, yeah, okay. But I never actually got round to doing it. Pushed it under the carpet, and then one of my friends who she played or used to play, I think, for Bristol Roller Derby, saw a post go up, and I was like, oh mate, what's this all about? And she told me there was a Dorset team starting, and sort of linked up with someone from Dorset who originally started it, and I got there, and it was the best thing I ever did, because sort of 3 or 4 months later I think I ended up fracturing my coccyx, and then I was off skates for a little bit, and during that time I fell pregnant and had my son, and within 8 weeks I got back on skates, and there was no stopping me. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I think the whole thing for me starting was the fact that I needed to get over my chronic depression, and suicidal thoughts, and things like that. So
for many women like Webb, derby has helped with serious life challenges. But why is it so empowering to women in the first place? I spoke to lifestyle blogger Jenna Lloyd.
It's not about what we look like. We don't have to be thin. We don't have to be a certain race. We don't have to be a certain sexuality. Like, really diverse people come and play roller derby, and it's not about looking glamorous or healthy, so to speak, although you do have to be healthy, obviously. It just seemed like this great community of people who didn't care what you looked like or what you were into, as long as you came and you gave it your all, and you all supported each other.
Derby can add excitement to otherwise mundane lives. Take Tara, for example.
I'm a teacher, and it's such a full-on job that all I was doing was marking, getting up in the morning, going to school early, marking books, coming home, crashing out and going to bed. And I didn't have any friends around here. I don't have any family around here. They're all kind of back London way. And I just felt really, really lonely. Like I just felt completely defined by my job. And so I started, and I really enjoyed it. It was lovely to meet people who knew me as me rather than as Miss, because I felt so defined by what I did because there was no time to do anything else. And actually to take that time for me was a really key part of it. But to do something for myself and for that to be okay made me kind of value myself a bit more, and to have people who were my friends because they wanted to be my friends, not because they had to be civil with me because they worked with me, made all the difference. And it gave me a self-confidence I never had.
So there you have it. With over 1,000 amateur leagues worldwide and hundreds of thousands of skaters, Derby is a sport with the power to touch and transform many lives.